This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilgus. Thank you for joining us tonight. A battle is brewing between the city of Sarasota and some entrepreneurs who are trying to make a living selling everything from food to car washes on the street. ABC7's Ray Collins has a preview of a hot topic on tomorrow's commission agenda. Ray.
Haley, supporters say don't pick on those making a living, but others say play by the rules. This used to be a car wash run by a couple of young entrepreneurs, and across the street a woman sold hot dogs she grilled in her backyard. These were two of a number of open-air vendors who were making a living in Newtown.
Just a few months ago, was thriving up businesses in here, and they was doing it on their own. But as you see now, it looked like a ghost. There's nothing going on.
Newtown resident Lance Shabazz is angry to hear the city of Sarasota is cracking down on so-called unregulated open-air businesses. He says it's not fair the city has a farmer's market on weekends, but doesn't allow residents to sell items during the week.
It's okay for them to sell on the city property, but it's not okay for the same people to sell on private property.
Tuesday, city commissioners will talk about how to handle open-air businesses that don't have licenses. Commissioner Liz Alpert says it boils down to this.
Do you allow that to continue as it always has because it gives people a way to make some money to help themselves, or do you enforce the regulations?
Alpert says the city can't have double standards, only forcing some businesses to get licenses. However,
I think that's possible that we look at are the regulations too onerous for things like the mom and pop barbecue stand or car wash.
Shabazz says the city should focus more on bad sidewalks and untrimmed trees rather than knocking businesses off the streets.
If they for developing business and develop economic growth and want to create jobs, I think they should help these young people as young entrepreneurs that's trying to do these type of ventures.
So this is on the agenda tomorrow night at Sarasota City Hall, Haley.
And Ray, why don't these entrepreneurs just apply for the business license?
I asked that question and Shabazz says it's impossible. We'll find out more about that tomorrow.
Maybe meaning a lot of paperwork.
Right.
All right. Thank you, Ray. Florida's Amendment 2 to legalize medical marijuana in the state goes into effect tomorrow as well. That means the Compassionate Cannabis Care Clinic of Venice will open its doors to patients. The clinic will not fall within the legal statutes of a medical marijuana treatment center. It will provide medical care as a general practice and will not be processing, dispensing, or providing cannabis medication. More than 200 people have signed a petition to stop rezoning, which would pave the way for manufacturing plants to be built in their quiet Palmetto neighborhood. This week, Manatee County commissioners are considering the rezoning of nearly 13 acres of land from suburban agriculture to heavy manufacturing on Bayshore Road near the Rabonia border. Many people who live in the area are concerned with traffic, noise, and pollution that a manufacturing plant could bring with it.
Why are we rezoning something not knowing what's going to come in here? We need to know what's going to be here before we understand what it is. It's the unknown that's so upsetting.
Manatee County commissioners will consider the request for rezoning of the land at a meeting this Thursday. Some local residents are frustrated that a judge has dismissed rules requiring instant notification during a pollution event. Governor Scott made these changes after the Mosaic sinkhole disaster in September to help with transparency. But the rule has been declared overreach of the Department of Environmental Protection's legislative authority. One environmentalist familiar with the legislative process thinks that political pressure rushed the rule's passing and hopes that state lawmakers will revisit it in the upcoming session.
It really is imperative that the legislators do something right away. That should be front and center on their plate. So we're going to wait and see how that happens.
The governor's office says it will be reviewing the judge's ruling to determine the next steps to keep this policy in Florida. A popular event on the Suncoast will not have a 7th year. The Food and Wine on Pine on Anna Maria Island began 6 years ago and showcased our community's food, art, wine, and music. The festival attracted around 5,000 people from all over the world every year to Pine Avenue. But of course, Food and Wine on Pine takes hundreds of volunteers and a lot of planning. Organizers have agreed not to continue the event. They say the event has raised more than $111,000 for nonprofits in our community. Once again, a successful New Year's Eve party in downtown Sarasota. One of our viewers sent us this drone view of the pineapple drop on Saturday night, which is pretty cool. Hundreds of people gathered along Main Street, more like thousands to join in the party and ring in the new year. They also lined up along the Sarasota Bayfront for the fireworks show put on by Marina Jack. And once again, ABC7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan was the MC and did the big countdown. And Bob, the crowds were huge this year and the weather was so nice.
Yeah, it really was quite nice here. And again, it's because we live in such a beautiful area, isn't it? Sarasota Police did a great job, too, keeping the crowd under control. And the crowds were estimated to be 10 to 20,000 people. I know that's what the case has been over the years. As far as the weather goes, still beautiful here. A different story, though, to the north of us. A big storm system causing all sorts of headaches, severe weather warnings, and tornado activity. Over 80,000 people without electricity from Louisiana all the way over to Alabama tonight as a result of this line of intense storms that continues to push to the east. The news is, though, it's going to stay to our north. A tornado watch now is in effect for much of Georgia right now, and just a little bit of Florida still under a tornado watch. For us, some clouds starting to move in, some high clouds, but there's a chance we could see some fog forming. Overnight, some of that fog could be rather thick. By daybreak, temperature still very warm at this hour. It's 74 degrees. We'll have more on a couple of cold fronts headed our way coming up in a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. Mississippi is recovering after strong storms ripped through the state this afternoon. Powerful winds from a possible tornado and hail damaged homes and uprooted trees near Jackson. Power outages were reported across the state. Storms earlier in the day caused some roads to flood. Covington County emergency officials indicated there were no injuries, though, in the area. Tonight, the massive dragnet continues in Turkey. Police say they are hot on the trail of the gunman who carried out the New Year's massacre in an Istanbul nightclub. ISIS has claimed responsibility for the attack, which took 39 lives and left dozens others wounded. Authorities are close to IDing the suspect, and they now have his fingerprints, plus some new videos. ABC's Elizabeth Herr reports.
The manhunt for a terror suspect intensifying in Turkey. Police raiding a house searching for this man in these new pictures and in this chilling video seen walking through a square in Istanbul, even smirking at one point. Authorities believe he's the one who opened fire first outside the upscale Reina nightclub, then stormed inside at around 1:15 a.m. on New Year's and continued shooting for the next 7 minutes.
He come, the man, and do it on us.
Security cameras then appear to show the suspect taking off his jacket. Sources saying they believe he changed to help in his escape. And sources believe he limped, leaving the club to try to blend in. Once outside, he takes what looks like a taxi to a location under half a mile away, where more cameras caught him getting out and walking away slowly.
All I can say is it's a massive tragedy. This is very unfortunate.
American tourist Jacob Rock, among the dozens injured, returned home to Delaware Monday morning, telling reporters he survived the attack by playing dead.
I was with 9 people. 7 of us were shot. Yeah.
Turkish police say right now they are questioning 8 people in connection with the attack, but the gunman is not among them, and so their search is continuing. Elizabeth Herr, ABC News, New York.
A computer outage forced thousands of travelers to wait in massive lines today. The nationwide system for U.S. Customs is back online after being shut down for about an hour. Travelers took to social media, some saying it took them several hours to get through customs. A representative for U.S. Customs apologized for this inconvenience that the outage caused to many travelers. Samsung is looking to bounce back from its Galaxy Note 7 debacle. This is the Galaxy A smartphone. Samsung says it is a low-cost alternative to its popular Galaxy S line. Unlike other Samsung smartphones, the Galaxy A is water and dust resistant. It also has a 16-megapixel camera and includes a selfie mode that lets you tap anywhere to take a photo. The Galaxy A is expected to initially launch in Russia later this month. It's unclear when it will come to the U.S. Straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with the official Suncoast forecast. Plus, what type of information President-elect Donald Trump says he is privy to and may reveal very soon. And when Trump takes office, a look at what could happen to Obamacare.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now, during our Winter White event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Our goal is to do things better than anybody in the country. What makes Sarasota Memorial Hospital's program so special is that it's taking care of the patient in every aspect of cardiovascular disease. And in this community, the patients are very active. The idea is not just to get them over that operation, but to get them back to doing the things that they enjoy doing.
Don't miss the 19th annual Thunder by the Bay Motorcycle Festival, January 5th through the 8th, to benefit Suncoast Charities for Children. This year's festival welcomes special guest Blue Oyster Cult to the premier sports campus at Lakewood Ranch on January 8th at 4 p.m. Admission is free. Festival events include a sporting clay tournament, kickoff party, welcome Thunder event, Cruise for Cash charity motorcycle ride, and a 2-day Rockin' and Ridin' at the Ranch festival featuring vendors, live music, a Taste of Thunder area, and more. VIP tickets are available. For tickets and info, visit thunderbythebay.org.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
There's never been a better time to call California Closets. Now, during our Winter White event, save up to 20% when you upgrade to an Italian-inspired wood grain finish. Contact us for your free design consultation today. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Well, Bob is back, and we hope you enjoyed your vacation.
Yes, it was good seeing you on New Year's Eve.
We ran into each other, and then Bob talked us into being part of the live shot. You never know when you're going to be on TV.
Yeah, it worked out well.
Yeah, it was fun.
I tell you, it was fun that night, and it's been fun so far. Things are going to change a little bit. We're going to see the possibility of some strong storms. Not so much with this front that's moving through the southeast. Another one's going to develop in the Gulf and really give us some changes on Saturday. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. Anyways, a webcam showing a nice sunset out there as we take a look at time lapse as the sun sinks over Sarasota Bay and creates some beautiful colors there. Just at around 6:15, you see it, and some great photos again for the second day of the year. This one from Fred Seeger, and rather he contributes quite frequently. And this one from Siesta Key, beautiful out there on Siesta Key. I know my brother and his family are out there from Toledo, Ohio, enjoying the weather as of late, and looks like things are going to change and just as they leave. So things are going to get cold up there in Ohio too. They're talking below zero readings over the weekend. Looks like there. Warm through Wednesday for us though. Some storms move in on Saturday, and then much cooler weather will move in on Sunday for us. Temperatures will be below average on Sunday and Monday, it appears. Satellite and radar combination showing this little spin up right here, a rather vigorous low pressure area moving off to the north now. So it's moving away. The energy is moving away from us. The associated front with it is kind of fading away before it reaches us. It will eventually cool us down to more seasonal average temperatures by, it looks like, Thursday and into Friday. But right now, the severe weather is still breaking out across parts of North Florida, but more so now into Georgia as that area of low pressure spins off to the north. It'll take a lot of that severe weather with it throughout Georgia. Right now, there is a tornado watch and tornado warning now in effect for portions of South Carolina tonight. The area right here is a tornado watch that is in effect. The radar picture not showing any rainfall around here, although we did have a line of showers pop up. associated with the heating of the day today. High temperatures were in the upper 80s inland, near the beaches, upper 70s to right around 80 degrees. Currently at 74, still warm, and the dew point temperatures up there at 68 degrees. Winds out of the south-southwest at 6. Pressure's been holding steady at 30.09 inches. The high today, 1 degree shy of the record. 83 topped out at the Sarasota-Bradian Airport. 84 is the record high, and they actually set a record in Tampa. It was 87 degrees in Fort Myers. They were just 1 degree shy of their record high for the day. No rainfall to report so far. It's been dry and looks like it'll stay that way for the most part over the next couple of days. The rain chance at 20% on Wednesday with the next front. As far as the hourly forecast goes, we'll start off with some fog and some low clouds, but it quickly becomes partly cloudy by midday. Temperatures warming into the upper 70s. Nationally, well, the storm track is still out west for the most part. There is a little clipper system moving through parts of Wisconsin tonight, also into Minnesota. As far as the watches and warnings go, you see it's mainly over the northern tier of states. No watches or warnings over much of the eastern third of the nation, with the exception of the tornado watch I mentioned over parts of the northeast. Right now, Detroit 38. Toledo, by the way, is now at 39 degrees. 4 in Billings. This is that Arctic air which will eventually move off to the east and to the Great Lakes over the next 48 hours. 62 in Dallas now, and 48 in Oklahoma City. 58 now into Atlanta. So temperatures are moderating a bit now, but things are going to be changing. And that snowfall forecast staying basically out west and over the northern plain states and throughout the upper Great Lakes. As far as the forecast goes for boaters, the only downside, a little bit of fog in the morning. Otherwise, a light chop out there. Seas are running 1 to 2 feet. The water temperature now at 71 degrees, and we're expecting highs around 78 at the area beaches. Next tide's coming up. High tide will be at 3:38. Low tide at 11:23 tomorrow morning. Mostly fair, warm tonight, low of 68 degrees. And tomorrow we'll start off with some fog, and then we'll see partly cloudy skies. High temperatures will top out around 82 degrees. The extended forecast, well, we cool down a little bit on Thursday, Friday, and then we chill out on Sunday and Monday with a good chance for storms on Saturday. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. President-elect Donald Trump is back in New York after spending time at his Florida estate, and he is promising to reveal new information on the election hacking. Trump is meeting with intelligence officials later this week while still questioning whether Russia interfered in the election. The incoming White House press secretary, Sean Spicer, clarified this morning on Fox and Friends.
He is privy to information that nobody else is. But what I think what he is driving at is the fact that there doesn't seem to be conclusive evidence within the intelligence community.
Russians may have also targeted the power grid in Vermont. Malicious Russian code was found, but there's no evidence that hackers actually succeeded. Trump says he could reveal that new information that he says he has on the election hacking as early as tomorrow. A new year, a whole new look in Washington. The 115th Congress will be sworn in on Tuesday. Republicans will continue to be in charge of both legislative houses. Once President-elect Donald Trump takes office, the new Congress is expected to make use of its power, tackling things such as Obamacare and immigration. The Senate will be responsible for confirming Trump's cabinet picks. Paul Ryan will remain Speaker of the House, and Mitch McConnell will continue as Senate Majority Leader. Republican Senate Majority Leader, as we just mentioned, Mitch McConnell says that repealing Obamacare is the first item on the agenda for this year's new Congress. President Obama will head to Capitol Hill on Wednesday to meet with congressional Democrats. They're trying to devise a plan to keep Obamacare intact. President-elect Trump also has called for the program to be repealed and replaced. Democratic leaders have already planned an aggressive public relations effort to highlight the benefits of Obamacare. Sports is next. Stay with us. I'm Haley Wilgus. An uncertain future for Planned Parenthood. Could the organization lose funding under a Trump administration? We'll host the debate.
Tomorrow on ABC7 News at 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Thanks to my volunteer, I am a better reader.
Thanks to my volunteer, math seems simple now.
Thanks to my volunteer, I discovered new career goals.
I'm a volunteer for Sarasota County Schools, so I know I can make a difference. And you can too. Give an hour, change a life.
Looking for something fun to do on a Friday night? Then come to Music on Main, the first Friday of every month at Lakewood Ranch. Enjoy free live music, dancing, great food, and lots of fun for every family member, even the furry ones. Meet up with friends, enjoy activities for the kids, or make it a special date night. And be sure to stop by the ABC7 booth and say hello. Mark your calendars for Music on Main, first Friday of the month, 6 to 9 at Lakewood Ranch. Brought to you by ABC7 and these sponsors.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation, and everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts, and 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
Now, sports.
3 out of 4 college football teams in Florida won their bowl game, so it was all up to the Florida Gators to make it an undefeated year of bowl games for Florida teams. Florida taking on Iowa in the Outback Bowl in Tampa. Both teams went into the game 8-4. Iowa takes the lead in the first quarter, but in the second, the game is tied at 3. Florida 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. Austin Appleby short passes to Mark Thompson, who breaks several tackles right here on his way to an 85-yard touchdown. Florida takes the lead. In the third, Austin Appleby finds DeAndre Goolsby for the 6-yard touchdown. Florida with a hefty lead, 17-3. Now in the fourth quarter, Iowa's pass is tipped, and then it is intercepted right there by Chauncey Gardner. He returns it for the 58-yard touchdown. Then the Gators go on to score another 6 points, and the final score is 30-3. The Gators chomp the Hawkeyes, but Gators coach Jim McElwain says getting this win wasn't easy.
That's a really good team we played, very physical team, team that knows how to play, how to prepare. I think it speaks volumes for our guys and their approach to what they were willing to do to get ready to go win a bowl game in January. Just so proud of them.
Most of the state of Florida is likely celebrating these big wins, from the Gators to the Florida State Seminoles, the USF Bulls, and the Miami Hurricanes. Just before the Rose Bowl in California, the Rose Bowl Parade featured surfing dogs and other talented animals. A canine wave maker float set the world record for the longest and heaviest float in parade history. The parade featured Fred, a world champion surfing and frisbee trick dog. Fred and some other pups spent the afternoon hanging 10 in 10,000 gallons of water inside this massive tank on the float. How amazing is that? And I mean, a surfing dog, that's pretty amazing too. 2017 is ushering in some big changes for the 2016 Super Bowl champions, the Denver Broncos. Gary Kubiak is stepping down as head coach after just 2 seasons. He spent 22 years with the team, including 9 years as the Broncos quarterback. While he did not mention his health as a factor, Kubiak missed an October game because of migraines. Kubiak coached the Broncos to a 24-10 win against the Carolina Panthers in last year's Super Bowl. That's a look at sports. We'll have tonight's lotto numbers straight ahead.
Our community has its struggles. The fact is, people have less than they did just a few years ago, and sadly, the need becomes more profound every day. Season of Sharing provides funds to help individuals and families in need, ensuring they will not end up homeless and without a roof over their heads. Together, providing a helping hand and making a difference. Season of Sharing. Give today at cfsarasota.org.
Thanks to my volunteer, I am a better eater.
Thanks to my volunteer, math seems simple now.
Thanks to my volunteer, I discovered new career goals.
I'm a volunteer for Sarasota County Schools, so I know I can make a difference. And you can too. Give an hour, change a life.
Every child follows a path in life. For many, that path will lead them to a door that gives them a place to grow, to learn, to belong, a place to forge their future. Because while many doors open, these doors transform. They did for us. Support your local Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Florida's last private island is a waterfront lifestyle like no other. This is Harbor Isle, just 5 minutes from the sugar sand beaches of Anna Maria Island. This sun-splashed paradise invites you to enjoy natural adventures and all the recreation of a tropical resort. Island coach homes and waterfront condos are now available from the high 400s. Don't miss the Luxury by the Bay event, Saturday, January 21st from noon till 4 p.m. at Harbor Isle. Water ski show, luxury cars, wine tasting, model home tours, and more.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
People are trying to wrap their heads around what happened with Mariah Carey on New Year's Eve. There were some major audio problems during her live television performance in Times Square. Here's Jeannie Mose.
My, oh, Mariah. They won't be forgetting this New Year's Eve performance anytime soon.
Just walk me down.
Instead of singing to her 1991 hit Emotions, Mariah Carey's vocals went missing.
We're missing some of this vocal, but it is what it is.
We're missing your vocals! Viewers got very vocal.
What is going on? Is this how 2017 is going to treat us?
Mariah vamped around the stage.
We didn't have a sound check for this New Year's, baby.
Awkwardly killing airtime. As she called for technical assistance.
Put these monitors on, please.
It's like a train wreck happened, but as the train wreck was happening, a plane crashed into it.
And the tweets flew. Breaking, Mariah Carey has blamed Russian hacking for her performance The last thing 2016 killed was what's left of Mariah Carey's career.
Who did Mariah Carey kiss at midnight? Her career goodbye.
And how did Mariah describe it?
That was amazing.
So amazing, she later tweeted, "Shit happens." At least Latonka the puppet was sympathetic.
Oh, Mariah, I feel bad.
Mariah's people say the singer was given a malfunctioning earpiece and that they complained about it before the performance. The producers of New Year's Rockin' Eve, Dick Clark Productions, said they had no involvement in the challenges associated with Mariah's performance. At one point, you could see a dancer struggling with an audio pack and Mariah repeatedly feeling around for her earpiece. An earpiece that had some piecing together evidence frame by frame. Your face when you realize you're the first meme of 2017. At one point, Mariah just let the mic drop. As her pre-recorded voice continued on, no wonder this guy thinks he lip syncs to Mariah better than Mariah herself. Genie Mode, New York.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
so we know that can happen.
Yeah,
because these things
do,
they malfunction.
Right.
They come, and then this is sometimes, you're trying to get it in your ear and you can't. And so I feel her pain, but I feel like maybe she could have somehow handled it a little better.
Yeah, it's interesting. You put yourself in that position. It's like, what can you do? If
I don't
you
know.
If you know the words, go
Then
for
you
that.
just sing it,
that
right?
guy in the last little video there, he did pretty good.
He should have substituted. I mean,
right
he would
on
have
target, man.
He would have been even more viral than that. Well,
It can
it's
only get
one
better.
for the
It
record.
can only
right,
get
it
better.
can only get better. That was
Yeah.
still 2016,
That's
technically,
true.
everyone.
Yeah.